Hi guys, welcome to KhemBuzz Designs. So guys, I'll be making African print backpack. My name is Kemi from Lagos, Nigeria. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to watch, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share, and don't forget to press the notification button to get notified whenever I drop a new video. So guys, thank you very much and God bless you. So actually guys, this is a pattern of the backpack, and the length is 15, the width is 16 inches. So that is the African print that we'll be using for the for today's tutorial. Kente, it's a Ghana fabric. So guys, now what I'm doing right now is I'm sketching out the pattern from a leather, because I want my bag to be rigid. I don't want it to be too soft, so I want it to be a little bit rigid. So I will be sewing the fabric with leather and black lining. So sorry, I didn't. That is a map of Africa. Yes, that's the shape of the bag I'm doing. Map of Africa. So that is a synthetic leather. So I'm using a synthetic leather for the bag. So I'm going to be sketching out two of it, which is going to be the front and the back. So now I'm sketching the second part. So that is where my zip is. I've sketched it out. So that place will be carrying the zip. So one of the fabric will be carrying the zip. So the zip measurement is 7.5 point 0.5. The length is 7.5 and the weight is 0.5. So guys, that is another synthetic leather. So I'll be making use of that for I'll be making use of it for the handle, the bag handle, and also for the bag handle. So guys, for you to get the measurement of your where your zip is going to be and where your basically your gusset, your side, where the side bag is going to be, where your zip and the bottom and all that is going to be, you have to calculate the tip round. You need to calculate it to know the measurement that you'll be using for your bag. So guys, that is the leather that we have our zip. So now what I'm doing is sketching out the handle of the bag, which is 35 length and the width is 1.8. So I'm gonna be sketching out bringing out two handles. So before, my fabric is very light, so before I can't just sew the fabric straight away, so I have to attach it with the leather. I have to attach it with my leather first, then before, yeah, the leather has to be inside. I have to pad it with leather, then before I can now sew it. So guys, yeah, so that is the leather, like I said, where we have our zip, and this is the handle that has already been cut out. So that is the handle leather. So we have two of it. So guys, that is the long strap, the long handle. So two for the long handle, two for the cord, and we have our leather, the pattern that we've cut out from leather. So guys, the next thing we're going to be doing is to cut it out from to cut all this out from our from our fabric. So now we're cutting out the fabric so that we can use it for our bag. So guys, that is another leather for the gusset, the side gussets, which is 4 by width. So guys, we've folded our African print into two for the back and front. That is the back and front African print. So when you're using that kind of fabric, you need to be careful. You need to follow the pattern of the fabric. So guys, one of the African prints, we have the front pockets, then the back doesn't need any pockets, just the overall pocket zip. That is the side of the bag, which has the bottom. The bottom is 5 for the width, and the length is 35. So guys, this is now we want to cut out the fabric for the handle. Because the handle is two, we're folding the fabric into two places. We're folding it, right? So we just have to place it on it, then cut it out. So guys, don't forget that when you put your leather on your fabric, you need to leave some allowance, which will be folded inside of the leather. That is why it is that is why the length is okay, the length of the leather is 1.8, while you have to add some inches to the fabric. So guys, this is the first time, I didn't say this from the beginning, but this is the first time I'll be making this bag. So I'm trying to do the front pocket, and I want it to come out nice. So I want to use my chipboard as a pattern for the pocket for the fabric, just to bring out just to bring out the pocket aspect, but I'm not going to use the chipboard. So now I'll be cutting it out. So guys, that is the bottom, the handle, everything that I need to use for the bag with the lining. So guys, I'm still sketching out the pocket. So all these I'm trying to you need to be careful when you're making use of fabric, because you don't want your fabric to look rough. You want it to look neat, so you have to be careful when you're using it, and you have to pad it well. So I'm trying to bring out the zip, so I'm trying to use the chipboard to bring out my zip. So now that is the leather board. Oh, sorry, that is my leather. So now I'm gonna be, gumming the fabric to the leather. So that is the zip aspect. I'm trying to take the material and gum it to the leather. So time to sew. Now for backpack or for school bag, if you want to sew the backpack, the back aspect, you need to sew it with your foam. So for the front, you don't need foam at all. You don't need foam. You only need foam for the back. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just sewing my leather, which is going to be inside of the bag, sewing it with the foam. So now I'm sewing the leather, the foam, and the lining. I'm sewing the three together. Now I'm through with sewing those parts. Now I'm stitching the fabric, the leather, the foam, and my fabric together. So that is it. That is the first part. We're through with the first part. Guys, that is the handle of the bag. So like I said, the leather is inside while the fabric is outside. So we're folding the fabric inside the leather. So that is the handle. The two handles are being stitched. So now I'm trying to put my adjuster to the handle. So guys, that is the zip aspect where we're going to be putting our zip. So that is the zip on it. So that is the front pocket, the front pocket zip. So what I'm doing basically is I'm gumming it on it, so it will be easy for me to sew. So I'm gonna be stitching the lining with the zip together. So guys, now I'm stitching the second part where we have the zip. So I'm pressing it. So that is the bottom part where I told you that the bottom is 5 for the width and for the length is 35. So that is the bottom length, the bottom part. That is what I'm stitching. So for the bottom, the fabric, leather, and lining. That's all. That is the material that will be used for the bottom, the gusset. And don't forget that your zip and the bottom, both of them are, I mean, it's the same line with the gusset. So guys, what I'm doing now is I'm stitching the front pocket, the zip aspect. So guys, that is the second part where we have our lining, where we have our fabric, the Kente fabric and our leather together with the zip. Like I said, you don't need foam at the front part. You only need your foam at the back. So guys, I'm stitching the lining to it. I'm stitching it together. So what I'm doing basically right now is I'm sewing the cord. So I'm sewing my cord to the bag. So for that bag to be able to stand well and have that shape, you need to put your cord. So that will be attached to the handle of the bag, the strap. So guys, can you see how lovely it's already looking? It's really looking nice. So that is the zip. Now we're going to connect the zip and the bottom together, which is going to be our gusset. So the next thing to do now is to sew them together. You sew the gusset to where you pipe. Sew it together with the body of the bag. So guys, we're almost through with this bag. We're getting to the we're getting to the finishing of the bag. So guys, after you use your pipe, you're going to use your belt to cover all the edges that has been sewn. You use that to cover the edges. Guys, this is the end of today's tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, comment, share, and also hit the notification button. Thank you guys, and God bless. And thanks always for your lovely support. Thank you guys.